Welcome all of you back here to the channel on YouTube.com, as of course, you already know who I am, Mr. Controversy, and the operator of the best damn Twitter handle known to mankind. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth, because this is the 7th annual special edition StormsStream right here on YouTube.com, and my guest today is my right-hand man, second in command, DJ Storm's posse member and wrestling fan. Please welcome back to the StormsStream, Jake Salig! What is up, Jake?
What's up, DJ? How you doing?
Oh my God, Jake, we are back in business once again for the third consecutive time. It is absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. 3 times, a record-setting 3 times, might I add. The only man to appear 3 times on a StormsStream so far, and my oh my, we got a lot of juicy topics to discuss here on the StormsStream.
Yes, we fucking do.
Oh my God.
Let's get into it.
I am telling you, we are going to make every single fucking Bella Army bitch salty as hell and butthurt like a motherfucker. Alright, so, as of course, first things first. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me just adjust the camera here because, you know, you gotta see how I'm selling in the background. Yeah, you gotta see how I'm selling in the background, mainly because of the fact that, you know, it's Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. So, first things first. Be sure to give me a thumbs up on this StormsStream. Be sure to leave a comment down below if you would like to be on a StormsStream. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @TheDJStorms. And do not forget to hit that notifications bell with a huge V-trigger knee. As you can see, I'm wearing my Young Bucks attire, mainly because of the fact that this StormsStream is going to be uncut, uncensored, and it's going to be a huge rant, because I'm tired of being informative. Zach Albert and Nathan Hines were very informative guests, and I can't thank them enough. But today, it is all about ranting, raving, and dropping a huge atomic truth bomb. So as always, Jake, we are going to start off the StormsStream with the weekly show reviews. Monday Night Raw sucked. What else is new? Started off. What'd you say?
Monday Night Football.
Yeah, he was watching Monday Night Football, so, you know, I have to be the one to watch Monday Night Raw, unfortunately, for this StormsStream, so that way he gets the gist.
Monday and watching Raw for all of us, DJ. I commend you. I have no idea how you fucking do it.
Why? Because I'm DJ motherfucking Storms, that's why.
Yep.
So, Triple H and Shawn Michaels kicked off the show, talked about respect, talked about how Shawn Michaels was honoring a respect that was never there to begin with, and he challenged the Brothers of Destruction for Crown Jewel. Now, we will talk about Crown Jewel later on, but what are your thoughts on the segment?
I mean, I didn't see the entire segment, I saw parts of it. I mean, we all saw it coming after what happened at Super Showdown. The rumors have been running for the past few weeks that Shawn Michaels will be returning for this tag team match. I mean, it's exactly what we all knew was going to happen. So, what am I really supposed to say? Good to see Shawn Michaels back, but we all knew this was happening. We all saw it coming, kind of.
Basically, there's really nothing you can do about that. Bobby Lashley defeated Kevin Owens. Leo Rush is annoying as shit. He really downturned the quality of this match, which it could have been a good match, but they really screwed up the entire booking of this match, except for the ending. Bobby Lashley won, and Lashley turned heel, which was the right move. Kevin Owens is unfortunately out with an injury. He's going to miss 4 to 8 months. But Bobby Lashley's officially heel. This had to be done. We got 11 people watching. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe. Do whatever you need to do to support the DJ Storms brand. But would you like to comment on this, Jake?
Who's in the chat, DJ?
Who?
Anyone in the chat?
Joa is, Ultrasound, Nick is, I believe Nathan is. Armbar Audio, I believe, is also in the chat, if I'm not mistaken. Armbar Audio, if anyone's representing Armbar Audio, who I talked to a couple days ago, please leave a comment. But would you like to comment on this before we move on?
I mean, listen, Bobby Lashley was doing jack shit as babyface. He was just not connecting with the fans at all. Got Leo Rush as his manager. I mean, they're a perfect heel combo. I think right now that this Monday Night Raw main event scene needs. So I'm happy. This was definitely the right move. Kudos to WWE for making the changes that were necessary to Lashley's character, because this was definitely needed. He needed a heel turn badly.
True.
Good job, WWE, for going on it.
Elias basically just trashed Chicago. This wasn't really anything. They really missed the boat on Elias. Elias could have done so much more. He should have been Intercontinental Champion at Money in the Bank. That was the proper time to pull the trigger on Elias.
That is what I'm saying. I was thinking the exact same thing. It should have been Ziggler, because what Ziggler did, he didn't do jack shit with the IC title. They should have gave it to a guy who actually needed it and could have used it to elevate him even more, and that man is Elias.
There we go.
Elias. I agree with you 100%.
There we go. You were kind of cutting out there, so just like speak a little more clearly. I think it might be my computer. I need to get a new computer because my computer right now, I don't know what's going on with it, but it is not in the right position. I got a lot of shit to do. I gotta buy a new computer.
It's like how Reigns is in the position right now in WWE.
True. I just really gotta get a new computer. But anyway. Rousey and the Bellas defeated the Riot Squad. Why did we have this match at Super Showdown if we were just going to have it again on Raw? What, just so the Bellas could turn on Ronda Rousey? Matter of fact, we're going to save this. No, we're going to save this.
Yeah, you want to know why they did it again?
Yeah. Why?
Because it was so good at Super Showdown that we wanted to see it again so badly on Raw.
Wanted. But we're going to save this because... But we're going to save this because, my oh my, we have a lot of shit to get off of our chest as it relates to this Rousey-Bellas incident. Finn and Bayley defeated Mahal and Fox. I don't think we really need to go over that. Kurt Angle...
$7 Balor.
What the fuck happened to Finn Balor, man? I don't even know at this rate. But Kurt Angle won the World Cup Battle Royal dressed as a conquistador. The Bellas are the idols for the women's division. Oh my God, Ethan, I guarantee you that's what he's saying. There was a report that came out. Triple H said that Vince has never seen an episode of NXT, so I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him. But Kurt Angle won the World Cup Battle Royal, and he's going to Crown Jewel. You want to comment on this?
I mean, it was cool. It was cool for what it was. Nice creative way to get Kurt Angle back. It'll be cool to see him wrestle in his first singles match at Crown Jewel, because I don't think he's wrestled one singles match since he came out. It's been all tag team matches. Well, but besides that, I really don't know what to comment on for Kurt Angle's return.
Yeah, I guess that just has to do with his age. But anyway, Ember Moon defeated Nia Jax via countout. Why did Ember Moon get the Raw Women's Championship match at WWE Evolution? Ember Moon.
Well, because she doesn't the mainstream appeal that he fell does. Damn it.
Oh my God. Again, Jake, you're kind of coming in a little staticky. I'm sorry about that. But Trish and Bliss and this whole bullshit. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. You know why they changed this match at WWE Evolution? That report that came out with Alexa Bliss not being healthy, I guarantee you that is bullshit. You know why they changed this match at WWE Evolution between Bliss and Stratus to Lita and Trish versus Bliss and Mickie James? The reason why they did it is because just like Vince McMahon knew at WWE Survivor Series that Mahal versus Lesnar was going to suck, he knew that Bliss versus Trish was going to suck. Oh, he knew. And that's why he changed this.
And actually, now that I think about it, I read a report that they announced it to boost ticket sales for Evolution in like August, but I don't believe that either. That's fucking bullshit as well.
How are you gonna boost ticket sales if Bliss is in a match?
Well, people want to go to fucking Evolution to see Alexa Bliss or Trish Stratus.
One star match Oh, by the way, Dave Meltzer apparently gave Alexa versus Rousey at Hell in a Cell a 3.25. Dave, you on drugs? You on drugs, bro?
I mean, I'm not saying the match was garbage, but it wasn't that fucking... Come on now, Dave.
I don't even know at this rate, Jake. But anyway, Rude and Gable defeated the Ascension, and then AOP attacked both teams. We don't really need to go over that. The main event.
Yeah. Next.
Main event. McIntyre, Ziggler, and Strowman defeated The Shield. It's not like this was a bad match. But A, we saw this. B, this is merely just all of this that they're doing. The whole deal with McIntyre, Strowman, The Shield, Ziggler, and everything else that they've done before this. It's the same old fucking song and dance, and I really don't want to fucking repeat myself, but it's nothing more than an attempt to get Roman Reigns cheered. And now Dean walked out on The Shield. Wait, Nathan, are you fucking serious now? We are getting another 6-man tag between these two on Monday night. Oh, and by the way, we have 12 people viewing. Me and Jake, most viewed StormsStream of all time. Jake, you broke the record. Let's see if you can break the most, Jake actually holds the record for the most viewed StormsStream of all time at 120 views. Right now, we have the most live views, so we're going to see if Jake can break his own record. But right now, this is merely just another attempt to get Roman Reigns over. Jake, do you wanna comment on this? Because I just want to move on to SmackDown.
All right. Here's what I will say. I have a positive and a negative. One, I'm happy to keep building up Drew McIntyre as a beast, as he was the one who got the pin for his team, I believe.
Okay.
But I have a very bad feeling about this. I have a feeling they're building up Drew McIntyre as this dominant monster to be slayed by Vince's big dog, Roman.
Don't put these nightmares in my head, brother. Don't put these nightmares in my head.
Dude, it's fucking Vince. He's on the path to the fucking Rocket Mania, and to make him look as strong as hell, they're gonna have him beat the fucking Scottish monster, Drew McIntyre.
I swear to God.
I guarantee it.
I swear to God, man, if that happens, I'm going to lose my shit. You're gonna have to put me in a fucking mental institution. Moving on to SmackDown
Just
Live.
remember the day. If it happens, you know where you heard it first.
Oh my God, Jake over here is making predictions and nightmares at the same time. SmackDown Live.
Sorry, DJ.
SmackDown. No, you're good. You're riding with me, so you're always good with me, man. You're my right hand man. There's a reason why I called you my right hand man. You're the originator here. But Becky versus Charlotte. I don't want to say it was bad. There was some sloppiness here and there. I'm not going to say it was the greatest women's match of all time. But for what they put on, and then it ended in a double countout, I would say it was adequate for what they did. Because this was mainly leading to their final match at WWE Evolution. The double countout led to a spear through the LED wall by Charlotte. And then Paige made it official at Evolution. It's going to be Becky versus Charlotte in a last woman standing match for the SmackDown Women's title. What were your thoughts on this, Jake?
Like I said, I was fine with the double count on this situation. It was a solid match. It did what it needed to do, and it advanced the feud into Evolution. Now we're getting a last woman standing match, and I think this will be the best match of their feud by far, for sure. But one thing pissed me off. They acknowledged it as the first ever last woman standing match. I believe Asuka and Nikki Cross had a last woman standing match on NXT.
There we
back
go.
in 2017. So this isn't the first ever last woman standing match, Vince.
I guess they're trying to hype it up as the first one on the main roster.
You know NXT has outshining the main roster, and you're jealous, so you don't want to acknowledge them and pretend like they don't exist.
Oh my God, man. No, I don't. I refuse to believe that, Nathan. I refuse to believe that Becky's hurt. She better not be hurt. If she is, I'm going to
I read she has a cracked jaw, but she can definitely wrestle through that injury. She'll be fine.
Yeah. Didn't Samoa Joe come back from a cracked jaw within like a month or two after Shinsuke did it? If Samoa Joe can do it, then Becky Lynch could do it. Becky Lynch, I know her. She's tough as nails. But anyway, moving on. The Undertaker will make his return at SmackDown 1000. I'm looking forward to that. Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. You know what? This was very disappointing. This had a lot of promise. Jeff Hardy defeated Joe via referee stoppage because Samoa Joe couldn't continue. Because at Super Showdown, Samoa Joe went leg first through a table. He was going about it, oh, it popped, it popped. Obviously, this was just something to sell. It was just an injury, kayfabed. But Samoa Joe right now should be the WWE champion, not kayfabe selling a knee injury. What are they doing with Samoa Joe? Hardy moves on to the World... I thought Samoa Joe was actually going to move on to the World Cup. Samoa Joe should have been in contention to win the World Cup. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing with Samoa Joe. What were your thoughts on this, man?
Listen, I appreciate selling an injury past the pay-per-view, and I appreciate storyline continuity. But yes, I agree. I'm coming into SmackDown, I was like, oh, Joe versus Hardy, this should be great. And to end the way it definitely left a very sour taste in my mouth, and I agree. Joe should be the WWE champion. It makes him look weak. Losing 3 times in a row. He had 3 fucking opportunities at AJ.
He didn't technically lose. He didn't lose the first time. He won via DQ, and he technically, the second time, the first and the second time weren't technical losses. The last one was a technical loss.
Still, though, it's basically fucking Nakamura effect all over again. He should have won the title. They missed the boat with him, and now he'll probably never get his opportunity again. And if he does, he won't be as hot as he is now. He won't have as much momentum.
Zach Albert was saying that Joe's gimmick is just hyping up matches just to lose. And you know something? I've actually been noticing that too. I don't want to say this because it's disrespectful to both men. But Samoa Joe's basically become the new Bray Wyatt. He hypes up matches, and he has a great fucking character, but he just hypes them up just to lose. Why?
Are you a migrant? Because when you read that comment, I really thought the exact same thing. He's the 2018 version of SmackDown Bray Wyatt. He legit is.
I swear to God, man. And what are they going to do with Joe now? Are they going to give Joe the U.S. title just like they did with Nakamura?
It wouldn't make any sense because Joe versus Nakamura is heel versus heel.
Well, regardless of heel versus heel, excuse me, heel versus heel really isn't the problem because when you got Joe and Nakamura, that's a great match waiting to happen. So I wouldn't really mind it. But at the end of the day, what is Samoa Joe going to do? Realistically, right now, Samoa Joe should have 3 championships under his resume. The Universal Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and the WWE Championship. Samoa Joe has been made into the new Bray Wyatt, and you know what? It pains me to say it because I love both men. Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe are great superstars, great characters, great competitors, but they've been made into utter jokes. It's ridiculous.
Agreed, DJ. It's sad.
I don't even know what to say about Samoa Joe at this rate. Miss TV. What? What'd you say?
One thing before we move on.
Okay.
Joe was fed to Roman because of the Roman agenda, and Joe was fed to AJ because they want AJ with the title when the video game came out for promotion. And Joe was just used as a stepping stone to get there. It's really fucking sad.
AJ Styles is without a doubt my favorite superstar of the present day, but, you know, you can't be doing this to him. You're making AJ look bad and Samoa Joe look bad. You're making AJ look like someone in which, you know, we just don't want to see, period. And on top of that, you're making Samoa Joe look like a weak son of a bitch. Samoa Joe's a legit killing machine. AJ Styles is supposed to be an underdog. AJ Styles is supposed to be a guy that people look up to, not a guy that people want to see lose a championship because, you know, we've had enough of him. I don't want to say that I'm mad.
Well, the matches, it's the fucking booking that's ruining his title reign.
Exactly. Nakamura should have been the one to beat him at WrestleMania, hands down. There is nobody else.
Either that or he should have won in a fucking Backlash. It was no DQ. You could have protected AJ and you could have put the belt on Nakamura.
Exactly.
It would have been something fresh and it would have been something new.
I don't know, man. But anyway, moving on. How are you gonna have Joe cut such badass promos and then not even... I don't even know, Ethan. Props to you for waking up so early or staying up so late. I don't know, like, how you guys do it in the UK. But, I respect you. I respect you, Ethan.
Good
But
work, bro. I just set my fucking alarm to 5 in the morning to watch the show live.
I didn't even watch it. I wanted to sleep because I had to work early in the morning, so I just wanted to sleep.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Everyone thinking Cody's going to be back in WWE. I hope not. Yeah, I don't think so, Nathan.
Wait, who said Cody's going to be back in WWE? Who said that?
That was Nathan Hines. I don't think so.
No. Cody's doing great where he is right now. I don't see him going back anytime.
He's holding 3 titles, so I don't think so.
And the Young Bucks, however, that's a different story.
I hope they don't. I hope they never get signed to WWE as long as Vince is in charge.
You see that Kenny Omega using a match with Seth Rollins on Twitter? Did you see that at least?
Yeah, I saw that. He's Kenny Omega. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Make my fucking money. That match to main event any WWE show on the fucking calendar.
Absolutely. All right. Bryan and AJ Styles on Miz TV. This was a great segment. And, the Miz was just trying to be professional. Bryan states that, Miz is a 2-minute man and shit like that. But then he goes on to get a little more serious. He basically states that his dream was not to come back and reform Team Hell No. It was not just to step into a ring. It was not just to compete in a match. Not to come back and fight The Miz. It was to come back and be the WWE champion. And then AJ said, I'm standing here and I'm not going anywhere. So Miz then stated that he has next over who wins between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. What were your thoughts on this segment?
Listen, I'm very happy now because I felt for the past few months, especially since he's returned, Daniel Bryan has kind of felt like he's a bit directionless and in a bit of a holding pattern. But now that this Miz stuff is done, it's out of the way, Bryan is finally back in the championship picture where he's belonged since his return, and I feel this is the most relevant, and he has the most momentum now he's had since he came back, in my opinion. He's kind of lost his steam since he came back the past few months, not gonna lie.
Well, that wasn't really his fault. That was because they put him in that horrendous feud with Big Cass that resulted in only one good match.
I mean, they had a decent match with Money in the Bank, but for his first feud back, you put him against Big Cass? Seriously?
Put it this way, I was willing to give Big Cass a chance, but they did not go anywhere with that feud. They really didn't.
And apparently he didn't have the attitude either of a main event guy, because that's what got him fired, was his bad attitude backstage.
At least he owned up to it. I'll give him credit for that. He owned up to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. AJ Styles versus Shelton Benjamin. This was a decent match for what it was. Big no class from Zach Albert. Better than Enzo. Well, I liked Enzo a little better because Enzo was entertaining at some points.
Dude, I take Big Cass over Enzo in the ring any day of the week.
Well, put it this way. I don't think Enzo was necessarily bad in the ring. I feel as though like they booked him to a corner where he was made to look sloppy because in NXT he wasn't that bad of a wrestler. I feel as though his main roster booking kind of made him a little lazy and complacent, and he kind of lost. He kind of got lost in the fame, if you know what I'm saying. But when he was put in some big match situation, I think his best match was probably against Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty decent match. I remember it.
But when Enzo
had gotten fired, Cedric probably would have won the title.
Probably. Again, that wasn't necessarily Enzo's fault because some person falsely accused him of being a rapist. But that's in the past. So AJ versus Benjamin, decent match, I would say so. AJ won. What were your thoughts on this before we move on?
I expected better. I wish they would have given him more time. Then they would have had a freaking really good match. And AJ won as expected. Bryan applauded him afterwards. Nothing else to say, really.
Yeah. One Night in Milwaukee, Part 2. Aiden gets close to Lana. Rusev comes out. Yes, Shelton Benjamin is very underrated. Rusev comes out, and turns out they exposed Aiden for being a liar. But Aiden said, yeah, you caught me, but Lana, the offer's still on the table. So when you get tired of those boring Rusev days, treat yourself to an Aiden night. Rusev then sent English packing. What were your thoughts on this?
You know, Aiden, you missed your freaking chance, man.
Well, she's got a Bulgarian brute.
I kind of expected more from this, but at the same time, this is a PG show. What was I really expecting? I kind of set my expectations a bit too high, but whatever.
It's fine because I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it because I think this might lead to a World Cup match and Rusev might win. So I don't care. I mean, like, put it this way. I think that if they go forth with this storyline as a nice undercard feud, it would definitely help both men.
Agreed, definitely, because launch Rusev to a bigger feud than babyface.
Yeah.
Come the end of the year.
True. Ray versus Nakamura is set for a World Cup next week for SmackDown 1000. Now that I am very interested in.
Listen, I have one problem with the match, though.
What?
I have one problem. Nakamura is the U.S. champion. He cannot lose at all. He should not be losing matches like this, but Ray. This is Ray's first match in 4 years. They're really going to have him lose? So they kind of put themselves into a bit of a corner when it comes to this match.
Nakamura should realistically be in a U.S. title feud with Ty Dillinger at this rate.
However, I saw someone pitch the idea on Twitter that Nakamura wins after almost interferes to set up almost Mysterio at Crown Jewel.
I would not mind that.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's definitely the finish I would book for sure.
I would not mind that at all.
Both men. Nakamura advances to the World Cup, adds an international flavor to this tournament, which it really fucking needs. And we get a nice undercard match for fucking Crown Jewel with Rey Mysterio and Almost, which should be a fantastic match, by the way.
True. Randy Orton defeated Big Show in a World Cup qualifying match. It was a meh match. I'm not going to say, like, there was some decent spots in the match. Big Show's in the best shape of his career. I'm not going to discredit him for that, but realistically, Big Show doesn't really belong in a ring in this day and age. What were your thoughts on this?
This match should have opened up the show, and freaking Banks and Charlotte should have closed the show, in my opinion. This was a complete waste of time. At least they didn't keep it too long, and at least the right man went over.
True.
That's all I will say.
True. All right. How would you rate SmackDown on a scale from horrible show to great show?
I'll give it a average, like a 5.5 or a 6. Wasn't really anything special.
I'll give it, yeah.
Nothing really huge happened, but it did a solid job.
I give it like a C-.
Excited for SmackDown 1000, which is where they're going to bring out the real big guns.
True. I give it a C-. Moving on to 205 Live.
I'm going to say C-.
Yeah. Moving on to 205 Live. This was a great damn episode of 205 Live. Triple H doing some great things for 205 Live. Show started off with Lio Rush doing an open challenge, which turned into a very good match with Lince Dorado. Dorado, he's really turned his whole career around joining the Lucha House Party. I'm really liking what Lince Dorado's doing. This ended in a disqualification because Mike Kanellis interrupted. That's right, you heard me correctly. Mike Kanellis interrupted. Mike Kanellis is now on 205 Live. I like this decision a lot, adding some more top-tier talent to 205 Live. Think about it now. We got Lio Rush, we got Mike Kanellis, Cedric Alexander, Hideo Itami, Mustafa. We got Buddy Murphy. We got the Lucha House Party. We got Drew Gulak and Akira Tozawa. What were your thoughts on this, Jake?
Listen, up until the end, it was a good match, definitely. And I'm happy Mike and Maria are back. I mean, they had not been doing jack shit on Raw with them. They have been nothing more than fucking Titus' personal chefs and fucking catering. And now, I'm just happy to see that they're finally doing something with that again. It's good to see Mike back on TV, especially Maria. It's good to see him back on TV. And hopefully, they're utilizing their full potential live. I'm confident they will be because a man who actually knows wrestling and knows what the fans want is running that show, unlike Raw and SmackDown.
Abso-fucking-lutely. So, Mustafa versus Itami. And listen to this. It's a Falls Count Anywhere match in 2 weeks. But in 2 weeks, it's the 100th episode of 205 Live. Think about that. So that's a great main event to cap off 100 episodes 205 Live, if you ask me.
Then right now, that might be a match of the year candidate.
Really?
It might be a match of the year candidate.
Well, put it this way. We had Cedric versus Murphy. We had Murphy versus Ali, no DQ. Those two were definitely match of the year candidates. We're going to see if Mustafa can do the same thing with Itami. Jack,
he can do it.
I think he can. I think he can.
205 Live main event. I have full confidence that he will do it again.
I think they can if they give him the proper amount of time. Gulak and Jack cut a promo on the Brian Kendrick saying how he lost his edge and he is basically a shell of his former self. And then they got a match with Akira Tozawa, or Gulak has a match with Akira Tozawa, next week. What were your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's fine for what it is. It's good to see them doing something with Brian Kendrick again. I felt for the longest time on the show he's been kind of directionless.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them doing something with Brian Kendrick as a face, because he's been a heel, I believe, since he came to 205 Live. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
He's been a heel the entire time?
Yes.
So it'll be cool to see him as a face, and I think he'll be a good face foil to the dastardly heel duo of Gentleman Jack and Drew Gulak, definitely.
I think I can see Tozawa and Kendrick versus Gulak and Jack. Maybe in a tornado tag, I wouldn't mind that.
That'd be a pretty good match. That'd definitely be fun to watch.
Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander. Tony Nese reminding you just how damn good he really is. One great match with Gargano to another great match with Cedric Alexander. This match was a picture-perfect masterpiece to highlight the rise and fall of Cedric Alexander. Shout out to Jake Salig. I saw that from him on Twitter. And I'm gonna let you speak your mind on this in just a minute. So these two went back and forth. We had Cedric taking flight. Cedric Alexander, I love Cedric Alexander's Meishinuku driver. The impact on his Meishinuku driver is great. So Cedric went for the lumbar check. Tony Nese reversed it, German suplex into the corner, hit the running Nese in the corner, and then goes up to the top. Beautiful 450, 1, 2, 3. Tony Nese gets his biggest win since he joined 205 Live. I'm liking this a lot, and we got a great match out of it. This match alone was better than everything on Monday Night Raw. What were your thoughts on this, Jake?
Like I said, it's almost as if Triple H saw my tweet, because after his match with Gargano, I was like, I need to see more of Tony Nese on 205. And then what does he do? He puts him in the main event against Cedric Alexander. They have a kick-ass match. And even better, Tony Nese fucking wins. I hope they continue to do this, keep putting Tony Nese in these big match situations, keep letting him deliver, and then build him up to maybe have a Cruiserweight title match, maybe turn him face, and then have him challenge Murphy. That'd be a match I'd definitely love to see.
Yo, I was actually thinking about that. If they want to go forth with it, they could turn Nese babyface, and that could be a bridge for Buddy Murphy, because at the end of this, the next person to hold that title is Mustafa. That is Mustafa's title right now. And I don't want to say that Murphy is a transitional champion, but at this rate, Murphy's not holding that title at this rate past the Royal Rumble. I really don't think Murphy's holding the title past the Royal Rumble. If they want to, they could drag this out to WrestleMania, and they could have Mustafa versus Murphy at WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind that. But at this rate, I think that they're going to give it to Mustafa around the Royal Rumble time. So if they want to and go forth with Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese at Survivor Series, I wouldn't mind that at all. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm sorry I have to agree. I don't see Murphy having that long of a title reign. That's exactly what I was thinking. They're giving Murphy the title, and then Mustafa Ali's going to be next. He'll beat Hideo Tommy in 2 weeks, and then that'll set him forth to challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship, and he'll finally win that title when he gets his chance. That's exactly what I'm thinking, man.
All right, great episode. What?
Hold on. And then after that, Tony Nese can challenge for the title.
Well, wait, he challenges Mustafa or Murphy?
Mustafa.
Well, when does Mustafa win it, though?
I predict he wins it at Survivor Series.
Really? You're going to give Murphy that short of a Cruiserweight Championship reign?
But, dude, I mean, I'm starting to think maybe they should have gave Murphy the title earlier with how this whole thing's working out.
To be quite honest, no. I think they gave Murphy the title at the perfect time. Because Cedric
I
Alexander...
understand with the home country, but talking about it now, I feel like they should have gave him it maybe earlier. Maybe back in May when he had his first opportunity.
No, that would have been too short of a reign for Cedric Alexander. Cedric needed to have a long reign. This was the perfect reign for Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander had a nice reign, 6 title defenses, televised, and then he lost it to Murphy. He gets his rematch at Crown Jewel. Survivor Series should be face Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy. Then you could build to something else. Maybe you could have somebody like, let me think about it. Maybe you could have Murphy versus Kalisto again. We all know that Murphy versus Kalisto, look at the matches that they've put on in the past. So you could have Murphy versus Kalisto as a bridge, and then Mustafa gets it. Because you can't
What about Brian Kendrick versus Buddy Murphy?
I wouldn't mind that either.
Kendrick.
They could do Brian Kendrick too. But you can't give Mustafa the title this early. You need to have Murphy have a bit of a run with it. At least 80 days, I would say.
Yes, definitely. Either way, no matter what happens, Triple H will get it right in the end. And
Yeah, I have full confidence in Triple H.
Like he always does. Always trust in Triple H.
Great episode of 205 Live. Moving on to NXT to wrap up the weekly show reviews. NXT. This was a phenomenal episode of NXT, and it had a little bit of everything. Ciampa kicked off the show. He was basically calling out the Velveteen Dream, saying that he's going to turn his dream into a nightmare. Ciampa, excuse me, he went on and about blah, 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 this and that, just doing what Ciampa normally does. The Dream, as in the Velveteen Dream, D-R-E-A-M, he came out, and he was basically saying that, this NXT championship needs a real experience, and it does not need to be held by an angry little bald man hiding behind his insecurities. I laughed my ass off at that. I'm just going to point that out there. I actually tweeted out, angry little bald man, and then a bunch of laughing emojis. Velveteen Dream, he knows how to be a comedian. He knows how to be a comedian and a badass at the same time. And yes, Ciampa is the greatest sports entertainer of all time. And what Ciampa said next... Tommy Entertainment. What Ciampa said next was equally as funny. He's talking to his title. He holds his title to his ear. He goes, the title says... Now, this is the title. The title says maybe you're just not tough enough. And everyone in the NXT arena just lit up. And I was laughing my ass off. Nikki Cross then came out, and she was basically taunting both men, saying, I know what you did, I know what you did, I know what you did. She actually slapped the microphone out of Tommaso Ciampa's hand and then kicked it when he tried to pick it up. What were your thoughts on this, Jake?
I thought this entire opening segment was pure gold. The tough enough line was fantastic. Ciampa was great as always, talking to his title like a legit fucking psychopath. And I think Nikki Cross is playing her role in this storyline to fucking perfection. She knows who did it, but she won't fucking spit it out. The intrigue, man, it's fucking killing me.
I think it's going to be... I think it's either going to be... Let me think about that. I wouldn't mind if it's Velveteen Dream, but... based on everything... Maybe they could shock us. Maybe they could pull a complete swerve and say it's Matt Riddle, but I actually think it's either going to be EC3 or Cassius Ohno, based on how they've been portraying it. Some
I
are
don't
even
think it's
saying...
going to be Cassius Ohno, because I heard Cassius Ohno's wrestling Matt Riddle at fucking TakeOver War Games.
I actually heard that, they're actually planning a storyline where Candice LeRae is going to be revealed. That's what I heard from, I think it was Sean Ross Sapp. I can't remember entirely, but I heard that it could be Candice LeRae.
I read it's going to be freaking Gargano.
That's a bad decision. I don't think it should be Gargano.
Listen, I wouldn't mind it because, one, we get a Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black match out of it, and two, he'd be justified because what if they tell the story, it became a triple threat, Aleister Black stuck his nose in Gargano's business, and he had to take him out because he wanted Ciampa all to himself. It at least justifies what Gargano did. It doesn't make him come off like a complete heel.
True. But then after this, we had Keith Lee versus Kona Reeves. I still like Kona Reeves. I still like him. I'm always a fan of the cocky, conceited heel, just coming out, dripping in gold chains and shit. I like Kona Reeves. But Keith Lee, I knew he was going to win. Keith Lee looking as dominant as ever. Kona Reeves, he actually has a nice-looking big boot. When he got some steam on Keith Lee and you heard the pop, Kona Reeves, he also has a nice-looking back elbow drop. But Keith Lee won here with the Supernova, that fireman's carry into the jackhammer. What were your thoughts on this before we move on to the next segment?
Sorry, DJ, I'm just not a fan of Kona Reeves. There's something about him that's just off with me. I just don't like him for some reason.
I think it's because he's not being put in a prominent role where he can really succeed. He was facing jobbers, and now he's back to being a jobber. So they haven't really put him in a position where he can...
Yeah, Keith Lee's a beast. In the ring, I've been really impressed with him. I went back and watched some of his indie work. I mean, the man's going to be a freaking great in NXT. I see big things for him in the future, coming into 2019 for Keith Lee, definitely.
I can definitely see a future feud.
I'm calling it right now. Keith Lee will be one of the biggest up-and-coming rising stars for WWE in 2019. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Okay. Maybe we get... Maybe in the future, we get Adam Cole versus Keith Lee in the future for the NXT Championship. I think that Gargano's going to win the championship WrestleMania weekend, and then Adam Cole is going to win the championship for NXT TakeOver SummerSlam weekend. And then after that, I think Keith Lee might win it probably at the end of 2019. Because Undisputed Era, they can't get called up just yet. Because Adam Cole still needs to be NXT champion. Adam Cole needs to be champion.
Definitely.
So that's where I think Keith Lee's headed. Then we had Cassius Ohno and William Regal. They had a segment. And Cassius is just, providing the innuendos for Matt Riddle. Nikki Cross comes by and she says, "I know what you did." So Nikki Cross knows what Cassius Ohno did. Cassius Ohno could have been the one that attacked Aleister Black. Undisputed Era versus the War Raiders is set for next week for the NXT Tag Team titles, as well as Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair. So we got a huge episode of NXT next week. In the main event, we had Ricochet versus Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole for the North American Championship. This was an absolutely phenomenal match in every sense of the word. All around, it was absolutely perfect. There were some spots in this match where I thought some of the superstars were legitimately injured. We had Pete Dunne doing a moonsault to the outside. Ricochet just can't catch a break on these quebradas. Ricochet got double super kicked by both Adam Cole and Pete Dunne. Leave the guy alone already. Leave the guy. You trying to give the guy a concussion? My God. And then we had Adam Cole. He hit the last shot on Ricochet, but Ricochet kicked out. Pete Dunne hit the bitter end. But out of nowhere, Ricochet springboard 450. And Ricochet retains the North American Championship. What are your thoughts on this before we move on to our second topic here on the StormsStream?
Basically, you said it was a fantastic match. Love that super kick spot. It was my favorite super kick spot of the my favorite spot of the match in general. And it was just a great match. Another typical great main event from NXT. Ricochet won as expected. And I think we will still get some sort of match between Ricochet and Adam Cole now at War Games because Adam Cole was not pinned and he never got his one-on-one rematch. So either that or we'll get Ricochet and Adam Cole involved in a War Games match somehow.
Who do you think Ricochet is losing the title to?
I'm actually thinking he might lose it to Keith Lee.
Really?
he's one of the guys I'm thinking about right now to beat Ricochet.
I think it might be too early for Keith Lee because Keith Lee hasn't had too many matches in NXT. And I think Keith Lee, he needs to be put in a real prominent feud before he gets that championship match. Like Ricochet, he was put in a match with the Velveteen Dream before he was actually catapulted into a championship title picture. But right now, I think that EC3 should be the one to take the title off of Ricochet.
Either that or maybe Matt Riddle if they can build him up enough.
Nah, too early for Matt Riddle as well. It's either going to be EC3 or Lars Sullivan.
Oh God, I don't like either of those options. Not gonna lie.
Well, they're both great at what they do. They're both
not
great.
Lars. I'm just not a fan of Lars.
I mean, come on. I mean, the guy does Bam Bam Bigelow headbutts off the top rope, and on top of that,
yeah, but that's about it. He does one move. That's one move out of his moveset. Well,
he doesn't just do one move. I'm a huge fan of that pop-up power slam. I love the pop-up power slam.
There's just something about him. He doesn't stand out to me like Braun does.
Well, Braun is different because I think like mainly people gravitated towards Braun so much, and like who can blame them? One of the main reasons why Braun got so much attention that he did, and literally anybody would get so much attention if they did what Braun did. He beat the fuck out of Roman Reigns. Literally anyone who attacks Roman Reigns becomes the most over person in the WWE for however long they are doing it, and that is a stone cold fact.
And by the way, I like EC3. It's just I don't think he should be the one to take the title off Ricochet because with that character and with his mic skills and his look, Vince will take one look at him and he'll love him. And I feel like he's just better fit for the main roster than NXT. Not gonna lie.
Well, then, here's the deal. Then, if you want to, or if they want to, then if they want to put EC3 in a match with Ricochet, then maybe that could be his farewell from NXT, and maybe he can get a North American Championship reign, lose it to someone who's up and coming, maybe Matt Riddle or Keith Lee. Yeah, or Keith Lee. And then maybe after that, then EC3 can come up to the main roster WrestleMania weekend. I would love to see EC3 on Monday Night Raw, though. Mainly because SmackDown is really loaded with talent right now.
It's rare it's actually rare to hear you say that you actually want to see a talent go to Monday Night Raw.
Well, at this rate, there's so much talent on SmackDown. Look at all the talent that they got on SmackDown Live. Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, The Miz, Almas, Joe, Nakamura, Rusev, Randy Orton, Dillinger, R-Truth, and you're gonna add EC3 on there, and now
now they got Rey Mysterio.
Now you got Rey Mysterio on there. That's overkill. That is overkill.
That's a dream roster. If I was putting together a universe mode, that's like a dream roster.
Exactly.
On 2K19.
Exactly. So I think that EC3 should go to Raw because they really need some more main eventers on Monday Night Raw.
True, especially main event heels.
True. All right.
Because they're really lacking in that department right now.
Well, you got McIntyre.
Oh yeah, my man McIntyre.
All right. Moving on. We have covered the weekly show reviews. Now, originally, we were going to do a rant on this one report. According to the dirt sheets, that The Rock was supposed to defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and win the Universal title, only for him to lose it back to Roman Reigns at a Saudi Arabia show 3 weeks later.
Not gonna lie, DJ, I kind of want to talk about it.
Yeah, you know what? I really don't want to rant on this because I'm saving my main rant for Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey because I'm going to bury that match 6 feet under.
And besides, we all know Rock vs. Roman is just another chapter in this whole Roman agenda, so why get pissed over it right now?
Do you want to say anything, or do you want to talk about the main storyline, or not storyline, the main topic?
I said what I said. It's another chapter in the Roman agenda.
All right. In that case, we're going to move on to the real story. Over the past couple of days, apparently, some gang groups in Saudi Arabia or something like that, some Saudi Arabia citizens, captured and murdered American journalists in Saudi Arabia. As we were speaking, a couple days ago, during I think Monday or Tuesday, this happened. if I'm not mistaken. And now everyone is clamoring to cancel Crown Jewel. At this rate, I'm gonna say my piece, and then I'm gonna allow Jake to say his piece. At this rate, right now, you have to. There really is no justification that you can make. Money? You're gonna justify something like this with money? Morals are more important than money in this instance. If WWE actually goes forth with this, that is just being greedy. That is just being absolutely fucking greedy, and that would put WWE in a position where they would be looked at as not only a shitty company with a, shitty storylines and stuff like that, but they would be looked as a heinous, greedy company as well. They're already greedy, but they would make them look even more greedy and even more selfish, self-centered, you name it. You're really gonna host a show in Saudi Arabia after we just went through a whole incident where the people from the country that the wrestlers are from, most of the wrestlers at least, are going to go to that exact same country in which a person from the U.S. got murdered in. Think about this for a second. Do you see how illogical that is? This incident right here, this is not a debatable incident. This is not a debatable incident. If WWE goes forth with this, they are just greedy sons of bitches. They are just greedy sons of bitches that would do absolutely anything for money. There is no justification for hosting something in Saudi Arabia after what happened. You need to cancel the show or at least postpone it. At least postpone it until December and let this issue get resolved. Let this issue get, taken care of by the authorities. You're really going to host a show in a country like that? I mean, I get the whole deal with women and all that, and we've discussed that numerous amounts of times, but this, it's inexcusable. There is no justification for this. Jake, what do you want to say on this?
By the way, DJ, about your comment about December, by then, I don't even think the story will be out of everyone's minds by December. They'll probably have to wait until April after WrestleMania when they go.
Probably.
Wait until then. But yeah, like you said, there really is no other option right now. Going to a country where their fucking citizens and their fucking government is accepting the murder of foreigners, in a country where they're going to a country and most of their performers are American, like you said. And besides, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think of something, my bad. My mind's kind of blank right now.
To be quite honest with you, I don't blame you at this rate. I mean, I think everyone is speechless at this rate if WWE is still going to host it in Saudi Arabia. Everyone's speechless.
Yeah, imagine they go through with this, all because of the money. That would make their company look so fucking terrible, like a bunch of greedy motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Who are nothing more than a bunch of crazed money maniacs.
Well, Vince McMahon, we already know, was a crazed money maniac. This would be taking it to a whole new low.
Yeah, exactly, definitely. And same thing. Not that I'm not one of those people who's really pissed about the women, but for real.
Yeah.
I understand where people are coming from. If you have a women's revolution, talk about promoting it in the worst way possible. You're going to a country which is completely anti towards women, and the women can't wrestle, so they can't promote their revolution. They have to pretend like it doesn't even exist when they're promoting these fucking pay-per-views.
I have a feeling, I have a feeling that, if WWE is smart, and I know they are, I have a feeling that one day women are going to compete in Saudi Arabia. Because remember, this is a 10-year deal. We're sticking with this until 2028. So, at some point, WWE is going to shatter through the glass ceiling.
We have to deal with 10 more fucking years of this Saudi Arabia bullshit.
That's what I heard. I heard that from the Greatest Royal Rumble, they signed a 10-year deal. They signed a 10-year deal.
Great. That is fantastic.
I don't know why, but again, they're getting $42 million. They're getting $42 million for each and every single show.
That's what I don't get. They're getting $1 billion from Fox. They're making all this money, but yet Vince wants even more money, and is being kind of hesitant to
cancel Crown Jewel when it should be a fucking no-brainer.
This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. And I've stated this numerous amounts of times. WWE is a company where the money is always going to be there. WWE is the type of company in which they could do whatever the fuck they want. They're pretty much putting on shit television every single week on the main roster, and they're still ringing in the money. The money, for a company like WWE, the money is always going to be there. There is nothing that WWE can do to take them away from all this money that they're making.
Company in the world, they're publicly traded. They'll always be making money, no matter what.
Exactly. With the television deals, with the ticket sales, and all the sponsorships that they got, all the sponsorships. Think about this. With all the sponsorships that they got, everyone would want to promote their brand. Everyone would want to sponsor a WWE show or a pay-per-view. And with all the sponsorships that they got going on, and with John Cena, people like that doing commercials, The Miz doing commercials for WWE toys and shit like that. Seriously. Like, how can you say that for WWE, if they did not go through with this decision, that they would lose a bunch of money? They're already losing money as far as ticket sales go, but at the end of the day, they are still high. They are still high in bucks. At the end of the day, WWE is always going to be here. At most, it would probably go down just a little bit, but it's not going to plummet. It's always going to be here in this range. It is always going to be up when it comes to money for WWE.
I have another example as well. Because Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Cody are going to be free agents.
Yeah.
They're going to throw a lot of money at them, but will it severely affect how much money they're making? No. Not at all. The money will still keep pumping in, no matter what.
Oh, by the way, Zach, I hope you have a great time at Bound for Glory. Thank you again for appearing on a StormsStream, man. You're a real one.
Zach, take me on the Jericho cruise with you, dude.
Nah, sneaking one of his briefcases. Sneaking one of his briefcases.
Yeah, I'll fucking hide in it, but at the same time, hiding in a briefcase on sea, I don't know how that would fucking work out.
Well, just make sure you have enough room to breathe.
Yeah, I'll try. We'll try, believe me.
All right, I think I've gotten everything I want to get out about this whole Saudi Arabia issue. Now for the reason that I really wanted to do the StormsStream.
Oh, let's go, baby. It's Nikki Bella rant time. Let's go.
Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella deserves this opportunity, they say. Mainstream attention. Nikki Bella came back from a career-threatening neck injury. But wait, here's the best one that I've heard. Nikki Bella is a star.
DJ, you good, bro? I thought you were gonna fucking die.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. Woo! Oh, my God.
It's back to the rant.
Oh, man. Whoever said that, you know who you are. You should be a comedian because that is the most laughable fucking thing I have ever heard. Nikki Bella is a star. Oh my God, I almost had a heart attack there. Nikki Bella is a star. A star of what? A star of what? A Fugazi reality show on the E network? No, 2 Fugazi reality shows on the E! Network. Nikki Bella is a star. Think about that for a minute. The Bella twins are stars. Really? Really? Let me tell you something, and this may sting, but it is the God-honest truth. This is not a coincidence. The Bellas, before they met Daniel Bryan and John Cena, were nothing. They were absolutely nothing. They were featured in no prominent storylines. They were not featured in anything important as it related to the Divas division. Brie had a 50-day reign as Divas champion, and Nikki had a 5-day reign. They left. 7 months later, they come back. And what happens? They're dating Daniel Bryan and John Cena, and they are featured in every major program going on in the Divas division. They get their own reality television show. Nikki Bella gets the longest reigning Divas Championship reign in history. Matter of fact, besides John Cena, the only reason that Nikki Bella defeated AJ Lee and broke AJ Lee's record is because WWE had pettiness towards CM Punk. If that pettiness was never there, Nikki Bella would not have broken the record. It's not because she earned it. You think Nikki Bella earned this? Nikki Bella is one of the most stiff, uncoordinated wrestlers I have ever seen. And on top of that, just like John Cena, she needs to be carried to great matches. If you haven't noticed by now, mainstream attention. Mainstream attention? What mainstream attention? The only reason why Nikki Bella got any mainstream attention this year is because John Cena broke up with her, got back together with her, and then broke up with her again. What did Brie do to get mainstream attention? Oh, wait a minute. I know. She botched 2 suicide dives, nearly gave Zelina Vega a concussion with that left knee. She has one of the sloppiest looking drop kicks I think I've ever seen. She legitimately gave Liv Morgan a concussion. She legitimately punched Ruby Riott, and Ruby Riott was visibly pissed. And on top of that, this past Monday on Raw, Sarah Logan did a snapmare on Brie Bella, and she turned it into a modified spinneroonie, if you didn't see. But you want to defend Brie Bella for going on and on, you know, accidents happen, ring rust. Ring rust and accidents happen are one thing. That happens every once in a while. You want to bring up the Seth Rollins incident, and I think I've already explained this. 2 of Seth Rollins' incidents weren't even his fault. Sting came out on a podcast and said that the whole reason why he got injured was his fault because he didn't take the buckle bomb right. And on top of that, if you watch the Finn Balor match back, the reason why Finn Balor got injured was because Finn Balor took the move wrong. His arm went over the barricade, causing him to dislocate his shoulder, pop it back in, and then he tore his labrum. That was not Seth Rollins' fault. And how many people has Seth Rollins hurt? How many times has Seth Rollins botched since that one incident 2 years ago? I will give you a hint. Settle. Nikki Bella and Brie Bella are stars. They get mainstream attention. They are 2 of the most overhyped women individuals. I'm not even calling them wrestlers. 2 of the most overhyped female individuals to ever step foot in the WWE, period. Brie Bella has botched something in every single match since she's been back. Oh, but you know, people want to make excuses that, oh, but our 10-year-old daughters, they look up to Nikki Bella, and she doesn't give a shit about your kids. She doesn't give a shit about your kids. All she wants is this. All Nikki Bella wants is this. That promo with the Miz and Maurice and how they mocked Total Bellas, that was not just an entertaining way to get you hyped for the mixed tag match at WrestleMania 33. That was stone cold truth right there. Nikki Bella is nothing but a gold digger. The only reason why she's being put in this match is to promote a failing reality television show on the E! Network in hopes to boost the ratings. They are promoting Evolution for Total Divas. Nikki Bella has done absolutely nothing to earn this match against Ronda Rousey. All she did was attack her from behind. And you know something? I don't care how many people I'm going to make salty, because I'm one of the few people here with the intelligence to decipher it and the figurative balls to say it. Nikki Bella is nothing but a fugazi reality star with fake tits. She is the WWE's version of Kim Kardashian. The only thing that she's missing is a sex tape. And whether you want to admit it or not, like it or not, it is the gospel truth. Nikki Bella does not deserve this opportunity at all. People want to be idiots. They want to go off on a tangent and they want to say, oh my God, the mainstream attention, and you know, they care about her 10-year-old daughters. And they want, oh man, Nikki Bella's so great after she came back from a career-threatening neck injury. She came back from a career-threatening neck injury. Great. But what has she done since then? She's done absolutely nothing since then. Nikki Bella has competed in nothing but a singles match with Ruby Riott and a tag team match week in and week out with her sister Brie and then Ronda Rousey against the Riott Squad. That's it. That's basically it. Nikki Bella hasn't done anything. And besides, 99% of the time, Nikki Bella didn't even get the win for her team. They either lost the match or that was on Ronda Rousey. So answer me this. What has Nikki Bella done to earn a Raw Women's Championship opportunity? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only reason why she is in this position is to promote a failing reality show on the E! Network called Total Divas. Without Total Divas, Nikki Bella is nothing. Nikki Bella is absolutely nothing. Nikki Bella will never be nothing. She has outlived her usefulness in the WWE Women's Division. She is not even a women's wrestler. I regret absolutely nothing that I've said. And whether you like it or not, it's the truth. Suck it up and deal with it.
How the fuck am I supposed to follow that?
I have faith in you, young squire.
Alright. Let's give it a go. I'm going to be talking about less more of the reality shows and why I feel this is going to be a failure of a main event in terms of like the in-ring. I'm focusing more on the in-ring aspect of the match. Alright. Let's go.
Go.
Alright, so WWE, this is your first ever all-women's pay-per-view. Yo, what did someone say in the chat? What happened?
Oh my God. Nathan, man, I love you. He just said Mariah's crying right now. Oh my God, I hope she sees this.
Nothing against her, no offense to her, but she probably is fucking crying and fucking sobbing tears into her pillow.
Listen, Mariah, if you're watching this, I love you. I love you. I respect the hell out of you. And let me tell you something. I support you 1,000%. 1,000% in your journey. But if you actually think that Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey is a worthy main event for WWE Evolution, you have absolutely no say in anything professional wrestling related. You are either a delusional Bella Army shill, or you have been manipulated by the WWE system. Look, I love you, Mariah, but I'm sorry. This is an instance where I'm right and you're wrong. I love you, and I'm sorry it had to be you, but the truth hurts. Continue, Jake.
Alright, so, WWE, this is your first ever all-women's pay-per-view. And of every match, every possible match combination you could do on the entire women's roster,
Your main event is fucking Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey. Let me repeat that for those of you fucking idiots who didn't hear. Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey.
I don't have a problem with Ronda Rousey in the main event, but it should be Ember Moon versus Ronda
Rousey. I don't have a problem with her in the main event, but look who's on the roster. You have Ember Moon, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Ruby Riott, even maybe Trish Stratus and fucking Lita, and you decide the best opponent for Ronda Rousey, and in the main event, that means last match on the show, the last sight the fans will see before they leave the arena to head back home, is Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey.
Unreal.
I'm very fucking disappointed in you, WWE, once again. Once again, you just can't let your fucking favoritism, you can't look past your favoritism, actually focus on putting on quality fucking shows and giving us quality matches that we want to see. It's always the same fucking people in every single position. And we're all sick and tired of them. You still continue to put them in the positions there and you beat them into the ground time after time after time again. It's fucking pathetic. Like for real. Alexa's out of the title picture now. Like, yeah, we can finally get real women's wrestling.
We can finally get Murphy's wife out of the title picture.
And what do? Oh yeah. Oh, you're not going to be able to escape from the divas in the title picture. Here's Nikki Bella.
Unreal, man.
Sasha and Ember Moon. They don't have the mainstream appeal, and they're not stars like Nikki Bella is.
A star at what?
Yeah, thank it in the Vince McMahon voice. I'm imagining this is how Vince is talking about it, going over the freaking match card in his fucking office right now.
Oh my god. Don't go too hard, man. You're going to send me into another laughing spree again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ruby, yeah, true, Joa. Ruby took that elbow shot like a beast.
Yeah, and I thought how she no-sold it was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
She got clocked straight in the face, and she no-sold it. Like, legit.
It was very entertaining. Very entertaining, but also very pathetic.
Yes. Very pathetic. Anyways, and I agree with you. I saw you put out a tweet that it should be Ember Moon versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title. I completely fucking agree. That is, out of every woman on the roster, the best possible match you could get. She hasn't really done much since he came to Raw, but a great showcase against Ronda Rousey, the most legit fucking woman on that roster, could be exactly what Ember Moon needs to get her fucking career off the ground. Same with Sasha Banks. She hasn't been doing anything either. A great match against Ronda to remind us how great she is again, against the most legit woman on the roster, like I said. That could do a great job getting Sasha's career back off the ground. And maybe as a part of this, we finally get the heel turn and she finally fucking snaps. And we finally get to see NXT Sasha Banks again. Or even Ruby Riott. Like, she has been one of the bright spots since she came to Raw. She has been, every time she's been in a big singles match, she's delivered time after time after time. I constitute that as earning a title shot. Hard work should be rewarded. She has been working hard. She's been busting her ass for the past few months. She's earned herself a title shot. What has Nikki Bella done? She comes back for 4 weeks. She's barely even fucking wrestled, and yet she gets handed a title shot, all because she's Nikki fucking Bella.
I'd rather call her John Cena's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, her ex-girlfriend in quotation marks. Because we all know that breakup is fucking fake as hell. And it's only being done for ratings.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't even know if they're together or not.
I don't even give a fuck anymore. I'm just assuming.
Neither do I. So continue.
All right. And even better, I mean, it's not the match I have a problem with. The match is going to suck. But if it could be I'd be fine with it as an undercard match. Maybe the Mae Young Classic Finals main events.
Yeah.
Maybe Becky versus Charlotte main events. But no. This is going to be the last fucking match on the show. And even worse, it has fucking Nikki Bella in it. Who's the main reason this Women's Revolution even exists. Because we were so sick of seeing Nikki Bella in the same old boring fucking matches that we wanted to see legit.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, this thing, they want to say that it started because of Nikki Bella. It may have started, but it didn't start for the right reasons.
Not for the reasons that they claim.
Yeah. The reason why it started is because we were tired of seeing the Bellas in 30-second matches squashing the people that actually deserve to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, and plus, AJ Lee tweeted at Stephanie McMahon, give the women a chance, but we won't acknowledge that because it's AJ Lee, and we're still petty as fuck towards CM Punk, so why fucking acknowledge her?
There's so many combustible elements to go into this, but yet people just don't want to admit it. And yes, Ethan, Charlotte versus Becky should main event.
Yes, Charlotte versus Becky or the Mae Young Classic Finals.
I wouldn't even mind Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane.
Yeah, that's good. It'll be, hopefully it's towards the end. Hopefully it's positioned as one of the top matches on the card at least. So at least hopefully they give some respect to NXT.
So, like, here's the thing I don't get. You want to put Nikki Bella in there over Ember Moon, but if you put Ember Moon in there, you could get a match of the year candidate out of Ronda Rousey. A singles match of the year candidate out of Ronda Rousey. Think about that.
Say it's match of the year. I don't know if Ronda's at a level where she can have match of the year level matches yet, but it'd still be a million times better than what Nikki and Ronda are going to do at Evolution for damn sure.
Yeah, we really haven't had a women's match of the year candidate outside of maybe 2 matches. But even then, like, they weren't match of the year candidates at all. Like Charlotte versus Asuka, that was a very good match, but it wasn't a match of the year candidate.
They should have gotten 5 minutes longer and the wrong woman won.
Exactly. And on top of that, you got Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane. I feel as though that could have gone 5 minutes longer as well. But that was an all-around great women's match.
The first match of the feud, and they're going to have a rematch at Evolution. Hopefully that gets the extra 5 minutes, and that's when they have the match of the year candidate I know they can have.
True. Oh my god. No. To cap off this StormsStream, do you want to hear the report that I heard going around on Twitter about this match?
Yes. Go right ahead. You're probably going to give me fucking nightmares, but
probably.
Go right ahead.
Nikki Bella could very well beat Rousey.
Why? What's the fucking point? You build up Ronda Rousey, dominant UFC force. She is the most dominant fucking woman on that roster. She is the most legit, most believable woman. You want her first loss to Nikki Bella, all to create a big moment for fucking Total Divas and Total Bells, which no one's even gonna fucking watch anyways. Like, are you serious, WWE? And I have a problem with the main event already. I even have a bigger problem with it if fucking Nikki Bella wins. If Ronda squashes her, yeah, fine. At least it helped build up Ronda Rousey. But Nikki Bella winning? No! That would be the worst creative decision they have made all fucking year if Nikki Bella beats Ronda Rousey. That'd be worse than Asuka. That'd be even worse than Asuka losing the streak and Asuka losing to Carmella all those times.
Oh my god. I was trying to hold back. I was trying to hold back a laugh. I was trying to. I succeeded, but I don't think I can go forth with it again. I think I could very well be put...
And yes, DJ, I will not sleep pleasantly now because I'll probably have nightmares thinking about Nikki Bella winning the Raw Women's title.
Jake, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry I had to do that to you. I'm so sorry that I had to do that to you, but... Oh my god. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it pains me to say it, but that wraps up this edition of the 7th Annual Special Edition StormsStream. I would like to thank each and every single one of you who tuned into this video. You already know where to find me on Instagram and Twitter. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that other shit. Let's get this over 10 likes. I know I have a small fan base, but let's get this over 10 likes. Let's also get to 200 subscribers, hopefully by the Royal Rumble. That's what I'm aiming for. I know I'm not going to gain that much attention so quickly. I have some news and announcements to report. Number one, no StormsStream next Saturday. I will be in Long Beach Island. In 2 weeks, hopefully, I will get the 8th Annual Special Edition StormsStream. Should be a very good one. November 18th, Survivor Series. For those of you around New Jersey, At Pub 46 in Clifton, New Jersey, My Brand Partnership Wrestling Express is hosting the Survivor Series meetup starting at 6 p.m. Do not miss it. Also, November 25th.
Hold up, DJ.
Yeah.
I just looked up the drive from my house. It's a 31-minute drive.
What, to Pub 46?
To Clifton, New Jersey, yes.
I don't know if they'll allow you in because, I'm an adult, though, and it's more of an alcoholic pub. But if you want to come, I guess you could.
I really hit me, but we'll see.
Yeah. But on top of that, here's something if you're interested in. Rescue Mania 3, produced by former WCW superstar Crowbar, a.k.a. Christopher Ford, whom I've interviewed on the channel, is taking place November 25th at Beckton High School, where we will see Crowbar face Andrew Anderson inside of a steel cage. I will be there. Tickets will be available, I believe, 2 weeks before the show. So if you're interested in that, that's going to be there. Nathan, I know you want to come to WrestleMania 3. And we could damn sure do a fan interview as well. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 7th annual special edition StormsStream. Jake, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Jake_Selly25. And not on Instagram right now.
Not on Instagram right now?
No.
All right. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only DJ Storms. And this has been the 7th annual special edition StormsStream. I hope you all have a great weekend.